Assalamu alaikum. Today, try to give you an overview of Ma'aden histories, and later on we'll try to talk a little bit about exploration, the size of explorations, and the changing in strategy. We follow it to fast-track evaluating the big exploration license in Saudi Arabia that Ma'aden has right now. We'll also talk a little bit about the multi-disciplines that Ma'aden has been recently implemented for evaluating this license. After that, I'll try to talk a little bit about the existing mines and resource inventories, and close the session by, if you like, opportunities for either audience or companies if they are interested with Ma'aden. So, first of all, we'll talk about the history of Ma'aden. Ma'aden has been established in 1997 by the Royal Degrees to 1999. In 2000 to 2002, we have we're adding one gold mine called Al Hajjar Gold Mines. In 2000s, we commissioned it, and we have the other mine in 2002, 2 years after that, in Bulga mine. Between 2003 to 2006, we have the new mining law, as everybody knows, and this is where we ask to be divided all of the existing exploration license into max 10 by 10 square kilometers, where we end up having a huge license comparing to the before the mining law. So in 2004, in 2006, we established the north to the eastern rail highway for a total length is more than 1,200 kilometers. This is from the northern of the kingdom to the eastern, where we established even the board for the industrial minerals commodities in the eastern province. This is definitely including called Ras Al Khair, where it's include the bauxite and the phosphate. Between 2007 2008, we completed the 50% IPO, and we become in the share markets in 2007, 2008. And after that, we completed the establishment of the Ras Al Khair for the phosphate. In 2009 to 2012, as you see, we do the aluminium JV with Alcoa, and Ma'aden start the SEC, the power agreements. Also, we do the establishments of Ma'aden phosphate companies, and we do the major exploration and investigation in the northern area in Al Jalamid and Al Wal area. Okay. Here is the exploration license. If we can see it, it's Ma'aden today has more than 55,000 square kilometers of exploration license. These mainly in the Arabian gold regions. It's mainly precious and base metal area where we see that pinky colors. To the north, we have the phosphate and bauxite. To the northeast, we have the bauxite, and to the north of the countries, we will have the phosphate. So from the north, from the northern up to the up north to the east part, we established that railroad for more than 1,200 kilometers, the railroad. So this exploration license, as you see, it has been classified and being divided into 10 by 10 square kilometer. Definitely, existing strategy will not work to evaluate all of this license, so we have to look for alternatives and options on how we evaluate this license and put it in fast track system. So different disciplines and approach has been put in place to fast track the evaluation of this. We try it since we established that since the last 4 years ago, and we have very successful results. I'm going to talk later on what we have implemented over this exploration license. Okay, here is just briefly, I want to just to show the major searcher zone in the in over our exploration license. As you see, as you see to the right is Afif terrain, and to the left is the Ashir terrain, and between them is the searcher zone. Inside that searcher zone, where the collision between the two terrain has been, we believe that this is the most promising target for gold and base metals, and most of all our exploration license has been covering these areas from north to south. As you see in red now, this is most of all our existing exploration license in precious and base metals. Okay, multidisciplines, we use something, maybe it has been used before by other companies, but it hasn't been used intensively by our company. So what we have is, we get all of the regional structures, all magnetic lineaments generated by different flights of the airborne geophysical surveys. We have the airborne geophysical surveys, either magnetic, electromagnetic, over this exploration license. We use fixed wing in the beginning for cost purposes. Then we have, again, geophysics. We fly after that to very close line spacings on the most promising targets. After that, we have different layer of informations of the geochemistry, existing geochemistry over the exploration licenses. And we use different type of alteration, measuring alteration. We use high vista to measure the different type of alteration, colonization, silicifications. We use also ASTAR satellite imagery. These disciplines before wasn't used, so all of these as a different layer of informations. We have the high vista as the first layers, we have the ASTAR satellite images, we have the airborne geophysical surveys, we have the geochemical sampling, and all of these, it automatically give us a very good spot on the ground to do. Later on, we follow up by maybe by FTEM or VTEMs or HeliTEMs, just to measure the directions of the direction of the mineralization, the depths and the azimuths of that mineralization. So directly we get and hit the ore body, and we do a lot of successful over these areas. And doing this approach, it's geochemical samplings. We has been covered a huge ground so far, and we find a lot of promising target, unknown target, not even in service, and there is nothing to show in service. Just to give an overview of how successfully we are since we started. If you would like this, we start inventory of the resources between 2000 to 2011. Today we are talking about, we have in our portfolio around 13 million ounces. Definitely this is classified into measured, indicated, and inferred, but it's not showing here. As you see, the direction is going up, and we keep adding a lot of ounces over the existing exploration license. This is just a graph to show here the discovery rate comparing to others. I believe we are very successful from the cost point of view. It costs us around $10 per ounces as exploration discovery comparing to others. Africa around $16, Canada $20, and we believe the average rest of the world around $26. So this is just to show that how much we are spending on discovery per license, per ounces. Some of the existing great tonnage curves, as you see, in the to the left we have the existing mine, which is Mahad Al-Amar mines. We're gonna show later on how many ounces these, what's our production over this license. But from the resource tonnage and the resource gram per ton, we have a very huge deposit, a little bit lower grade, and as you see to the bottom, we have a regime. We're talking about 80 million tons at around 1.5 to 2 gram per tons. This is the list of Ma'adin, existing mines. We have Mahd al-Dahab mines, which has been, first year of production was in 1988. Almost 24 years, that mine started with 1 million ounces on reserve. And even last year, we keep adding 1 million every year, and so we keep adding 1 million ounces. Gold production so far, 1998 to 2012, in million ounces, we have 2.2. We have a Sukhebarite mine, it's almost 1 million ounces. We have Al-Hajjar, Bulgha, Al-Amar. As you see, we have two underground and 3 open cuts. Finally, what Ma'adin is required from other companies and what we're looking. So, as you know, we have this huge license which require a lot of effort. Definitely, we are using the latest technologies and latest disciplines. Geological, mineralogical, analytical laboratory service, meteorologicals, and waters, environment, engineering, industrial, mineral associated service. All of that is, I believe it's highly required. We have existing contractors, but I think the magnitude of work is increasing dramatically over this exploration license and over the work in Saudi Arabia. Support service from geotechnical consultants, drilling, as most of our deposit right now is under pre-visibility or visibility study, if you like. So geotechnical is an issue. Geophysical activity, as I said, we do a lot of geophysical activities in the past 3 years, either VTEM or FTEM or HELTEM, and detailed airborne geophysical, either ground geophysical survey, if you like IPs, follow up detailed anomalies for much better resolution. I believe it's required. Radiometric and GBR. GBR is recently we are using. It's a very good techniques where it will give you just the shape of the bauxite and phosphate layers, how it look like. But definitely still you need to go for drilling later on. Drilling contractors, as you see, again, drilling contractors is extremely required. There is a lot of meters to be drilled, and all of these license, we have existing contractor, but I think it's not enough. And finally, joining exploration and development, and I think we leave that to the people who's interested in exploration license and in the geological structure of Saudi Arabia to approach the management and the Ma'adins for further JVs and any other development. I think, thank you, that's all is today, and thank you very much.